Hi everyone and welcome to game number 2. We have a different style of this stream, but Dan Uzerski, Alec Crowtham will game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader and the final game of the quarterfinals. It's between the number 3 seeded Ortho-NJ and the number 6 seeded WCT Warriors. And for WCT, they have a big guy back tonight in Abdi Bashir.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be huge for them. Just a guy that can be in uniform and really score. You know, Andre Wells has been absolutely terrific at the point of attack, just going on the ball and driving straight to the rim. But, you know, WCT's kind of needed another guy that can put up points. They play really hard and well together. They just needed that secondary guy that can really get a bucket when you need it, and that's exactly what Bashir can provide. In addition to some of the other guys that are back, Dan Vesey, the former Rutgers guard, is back. He had a really good game last time out for WCT, really good shooter as well. So looks like WCT's got some of their better guys out there tonight, and that'll give them a chance against Ortho.
It does indeed, and no David Smith, obviously. He's not playing for WCT, but Savoy, Peters, Bashir out there as well, and some more Monmouth lineage in this one. As
feels like every game there's a lot of Monmouth lineage.
It does, and then for Ortho-NJ, you're trying to get back to your 5th straight finals and finally avenge the previous 4 seasons, trying not to be Jersey Shore Basketball League's version of the Buffalo Bills. We're underway. WCT controls the tip. Here's Wells. He feeds Savoy. Savoy will go up and just gets denied by Mike Dunn. He gets the rebound, and the putback doesn't go. Aim in the rebound. Mensa will take it up for Ortho-NJ, who has a huge size advantage. Dunn fakes the 3, gives it to Eamon down low, working on Mercado. Eamon with the sky hook, it rolls off the rim and in, and it's 2-0 Ortho-NJ.
Well, Mike Eamon is, of course, the big rebounder in this league. Of course, you can't forget about his nice little jump hook that he really likes to get to.
As Peters answering with the 3, WCT takes their first lead of the game. Here's Mosley. Mosley working in, denied, and that is out of bounds off of WCT.
Yeah, having Mosley and Mensa back. You know, Mensa and Mosley haven't played together a whole ton this year, but the two of them really provide a nice interior size and strength, even at the guard spot.
As a 3 for Dunn rains in, 5-3 Ortho-NJ. Here's Abdi Bashir, his first touch. He's got the assignment of George Pappas. Here's Savoy. Finds a cutting Peters, who goes under the rim and lays it in. 5 quick points, and it's Quinn Peters 5, Ortho-NJ 5.
And that's exactly how you pass your man open. Nice backdoor cut and a perfect pass right on the money.
And a steal. Here comes Savoy down the lane. He can dunk it with the best of them. He'll hold it. He'll feed Wells, corner 3. He couldn't hit that one, and Eamon controls the rebound. As we go back down the lane with Ortho-NJ. Mensa getting up to the rim, finds Eamon. Open 3 for Mosley. He hits! And it's 8-5 Ortho-NJ. Jagan Mosley can hit from outside, and he does there. Here's Bashir getting to his spot, laying it in. Offensive foul. Abdi Bashir is called for the charge, drawn by Mike Eamon.
Yeah, nice job of just standing your ground in the lane. Bashir really wanted to go for that one. Got the hesitation move and got the extra step before going up with it. But a nice job of just standing your ground and drawing the charge and getting your team the ball back.
Here is Jagan Mosley. He'll try a step back mid-range 2, and it hits. Jagan Mosley's got 5 points, and it's 10-5 Ortho.
Yeah, well, Jagan Mosley isn't exactly the spot-up threat that a guy like Pappas or Polari or Dunn are. Still has that ability to rise up off the dribble, and that's a nice look for him.
Step back 3 for Bashir. That one off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Mercado. Wells tries a triple and connects. Wells with a 3, and it's 10-8. Here's Eamon, got the positioning and got the bucket. I mean, it's just automatic for Mike Eamon. Here's Bashir off a screen. He'll try a triple and lines it up. Abdi Bashir hits his first 3 of the night. It's 12-11. Now he gets the steal. Force pass by Ortho. He'll try another 3 and connect! Abdi Bashir with a long 3-pointer. And it's 14-12.
Man, he just rose up in transition and drained it like it was nothing.
I mean, that was a deep 3. And a steal. Here comes WCT again. Wells leading the break. Wells will slow it down. Has Peters in the corner. He'll try a triple and hit. WCT's got the 3-ball falling early on, and it's 17-12.
And a big reason why WCT's offense can perform at its highest level is draining the 3-ball in addition to the dribble penetration that they can get towards the rim. That's a huge boost.
Here's George Pappas. Tried to dump it low for Amon off the rim and then lost it out of bounds. 17-12, 6:21 to play as WCT. Kind of looking like Iona did against Carolina in 2019. Here's Pappas driving to the rim with ease and lays it in. So Pappas makes it 17-14. Here's Jorge Mercado. He'll try a 3. Everything falling for WCT. Almost a steal. Now it is. Here comes Wells down the lane. Wells lays it in with the right hand. And WCT off to a fast start in game number 2. A foul by Bashir on Pappas.
And this WCT team, they're being super aggressive in all facets of the game, whether on the defensive end, really trying to poke at the ball, or on offense, hunting the 3-ball, and it's really paid off for them so far. They got Ortho a little bit shell-shocked early on, as now they get Pappas on the charge.
Is that a charge or was it a travel?
I thought it was a charge, but I think it could have been both either way.
I think it's going to be a travel, yeah. So 22-14. Actually, they'll get the charge on Pappas. Here's Bashir going up with the right. He tries a mid-range, and that falls. 24-14. WCT up by 10. I mean, this is not over because this happened, I think, the last time these two teams played. But obviously a great start as Amon with the jump hook left it short. Mensah right there for the rebound and the putback.
And Mensah, one of the strongest guys here, especially as a guard. He loves to play below the rim and set up his teammates on the outside.
As Bashir, a deep 3. That one a little short. Mercado the rebound. Jorge goes up with it. Off the glass. Couldn't get the roll on the rim. Here's Mensah. Finds Dunn. Dunn. Oh, no look pass. Pappas, extra pass to Mosley. Mosley goes up with the right and lays it in on the floater. Good offensive possession for Ortho, New Jersey. Here's Mercado off of Amon's shoe. And that takes us to our first media of the night. 4:46 to play in quarter number 1. What a start for WCT. They're up by 6. Welcome back. Game number 2 as Abdi Bashir gets the inbound. Bashir going into his bag. He'll try a 3 over Amon and hit. Abdi Bashir, his third 3-pointer of the quarter, and it's 27-18. Pappas launching on a 3-ball. That one left short. Rebounded by Scott Jamesi. Here's Wells feeding Peters in the corner. He'll try a triple on Amon and hit! Quinn Peters, his 4th made basket of the night, and it's 30-18.
Man, everything is falling so far for WCT. They are just such confident shot takers, and it feels like everything they put up is going to drop.
And there's Jagan Mosley with the deuce, and he cuts it the lead to 10. Here's Wells, feeds Bashir in the corner. That's Savoy, actually. And he threw it to Mosley. Here comes Pappas running the break. Pappas, a 3, got it. and it's a 30-23 game.
And another reason why this Ortho team is so dangerous, they can put up points in a hurry. They love to run and gun from beyond the three-point line.
So, but WCT looks like they're trying to play Ortho ball tonight. Bashir, step back three. That one didn't have the right arc and off the rim. No good. Here's Mosley. Pappas along the baseline. Extra pass to Dunn. He'll try an open three from the corner and connect. Ortho's cut it to 4, 3:15 to play in the first.
And another reason this offense is so dangerous, they always make the extra pass, and there's always a shooter open, and Dunn was wide open there off the nice feed from Pappas.
Here's Bashir. Finds an open look for three for Savoy, and that one a miss. Amon grabs the rebound, and here comes Ortho. Pappas dumping it down low. Amon, extra pass. Mosley tries a three from the corner, no good. And then a no foul call. Here's Bashir. Drives along the baseline, and that was not foul called. No foul called there either, and refs letting them play.
We saw some carnage on the WCT bench. He took out a couple of chairs. I'm surprised. I guess the no call for one and the no call for the other kind of cancel each other out.
The old makeup call as Wells gets it in. Peters, another corner three. That one no good. He gets the rebound. The putback for three, no good as well. Another rebound goes to Peters. Jamesi is denied by Amon. It comes to Wells. Wells will drive. Wells going up with the right, no good. And here comes Ortho. Dunn. Extra pass. Mensah with a head of steam. That one poked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Ortho, New Jersey, with 2s on the clock.
And WCT loves to be aggressive with the ball. They're always swiping at it, and while it does get them into some foul trouble sometimes, they make really good timing decisions, and when they decide to swipe at it, just a really good defensive team, they've been able to really get a lot of steals from it.
Pappas launching on the three, no good. Rebound was tipped by Goodall to Wells. Here comes Jamesi, who couldn't save it, and he goes flying into the bleachers. Ortho with the ball, 2:12 to play in quarter number 1. Here's Mosley. He had a half-court shot this year. Mosley denied by Savoy. Here's Goodall. Finds Bashir. And an offensive foul. That might be Abdi's third. Oh, man.
It is his third, and that's a huge development. I would have taken him out after his second, but at the same time, he's been such an electric shot maker and just shot creator from the perimeter. You want to kind of take the gamble, but now I have to imagine he's probably going to sit for a lot of the second quarter now, too, as Dan Vesey checks in for the first time.
As Vesey, who can light it up as well. Dan Polari feeds Amon, who lays it in off the glass.
A nice feed by Dan Polari, and a nice roll there as well by Mike Amon, and that's an easy layup with his size at the rim.
10-0 run for Ortho, New Jersey. Savoy finds Goodall, who had a good game against Ortho the last time these two teams matched up. Here is Ryan Savoy with it. Is going to drive, and that one's stripped. Wells gets it back and lays it in off the glass. Andre Wells continues to be an impressive scorer for WCT.
He's just such an unbelievable guy to watch cook off the dribble. Just gets to the rim with such efficiency and can really play up above the rim as well.
Amon missing with the first. His rebound and putback no good. And Wells, the 5'8 guard, snags it from Big Mike Amon. Here comes Wells laying it up. No good, but a foul called.
And no choice but to foul there on the layup attempt from Wells. He went behind the back, around the world, and then went up and under and got the contact. I mean, he's just such a joy to watch when he's got a full head of steam going down at the rim.
That's why having him and Abdi on the floor at the same time is such a dangerous proposition, as Wells hits his first free throw.
And we talked about it before the game, too. When you have Andre Wells and Abdi Bashir on the floor at the same time, it really gives you two guys who can light up the scoreboard with a couple of different skill sets. While Wells specializes at just driving straight towards the rim, he can shoot as well. Bashir is an electric shot maker from the perimeter, and he also has the dribble pull-up game that he can really go into his bag for. So defenses have to account for both of them on the dribble attack.
Wells hits both of them, 34-28, as Dan Polari. A lot of people in the gym to watch him. He drives and denied by Wells, but a foul. Polari of bench mob fame was on those legendary Monmouth teams that performed so well for head coach King Rice.
And we've seen a couple of viral Monmouth players on this Ortho team. He said Polari with the bench mob as first free throw rims out. And then, of course, we've mentioned a couple times George Pappas in his younger years as a Monmouth, with Monmouth. When they went out to Kansas, he had the viral steal and dunk down by, what was it, about 40 or so. But, I mean, he's really blossomed into a fantastic player for this Ortho team and for Monmouth as well.
Hey, I'm the no comment about that moment as a Monmouth guy, as Dan Vetzi with the turnaround J. The former Rutgers player, showing some good shot making there. Oh, nice feed from Mosley. Conniff off the block, couldn't get the shot to go. Fight on the floor for it. It stays with WCT. They have a chance to hold for the final shot as well. Throws it up to Savoy. Here's Vesey. That was actually Jamesi who couldn't make it in. Ortho now a chance to hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Who takes it? Let's see. Pappas is going to drive as the shot clock expires. 31-36, the final score after a quarter.
Yeah, WCT has really played the aggressive game so far, and while Ortho made their patented runs to try to get back into this game, WCT has withstood them a little bit, but from this second quarter and beyond, it's going to be interesting to see how they manage the foul trouble with Abdi Bashir.
That indeed. Second quarter coming up after this short break. WCT, the 6th seed, up by 5 after quarter number 1. Oh, Blake Hamilton. Hot mic situation. I don't know if that was caught. Here's Mosley. Started the second as Polari launching on a 3. That one left short. Here comes WCT in the break. Jamesi, good feed to Goodall, and he couldn't handle it. Maybe it wasn't as good of a feed as I said it. I think Jamesi left that one a little too long.
Yeah, I think he waited about a half a step too long, too. He would have had Goodall, but Conniff, nice job of recovering.
Here's Dunn. Drives. That one thrown a little too far for Mensa, and whose ball is it? WCT.
I thought that would have been Ortho ball, but don't have the best vantage point. At least the officials have a better vantage point than we do. But once again, being aggressive in the passing lanes, WCT has created a lot of turnover situations.
Quinn Peters and Abdi Bashir lead the scorers after quarter number 1. Deep 3 for Vesey, left it short. Jamesi the rebound. He'll feed to the corner for Mike Goodall. Another guy that could spot up shoot. Deep 3, Vesey, that one off the mark and over the backboard, no good. So it'll go to Ortho, New Jersey.
We know Vesey likes to shoot it from that far out, and he can hit it. We've seen him have a lot of breakout performances, and he's not the fastest or the quickest guy with the ball out there, but he does have a certain smoothness to his game where it just looks like he's in pace with the ball in his hands.
Kind of like Bashir as Pappas rains and fires on a 3, no good. Mensa, the rebound, and a crowd in the putback. Deuce with the deuce, and there might not be a stronger guard here. Here's Wells with it. Wells goes up, finds Vesey, who's not been afraid to shoot the 3. Vesey turns, spins, gets to his spot, and lays it up, no good with the left. And then Wells couldn't put it back in. Here comes Ortho with the run. Polari finds Heyman, who might have traveled. Here's Polari up top, dumping it in for Heyman. He spins, goes up, fouled, but that shot won't go.
I thought we've gotten away with a couple of travels over the last couple of possessions. Dan Vesey was trying to put Ortho in the spin cycle, and I think he might have lifted his pivot foot a couple of times. And I thought Eamon, he was trying to truck through like an NFL running back, got away with one there. But either way, I mean, he'll have 2 free throws now, and that's what Eamon loves to do. He loves to just bulldoze through the paint and try to put up one of his little sky hooks or just a nice layup onto the rim.
I mean, Eamon, as he splits a pair at the line, does have a number 34, a famous running back number. You have the guys like Earl Campbell and obviously maybe the greatest running back of all time, Walter Payton.
Well, you're forgetting Thomas Rawls.
Oh, man. That's a name. As Vesey has it. Offensive foul. And maybe an Oscar-worthy performance there from Dan Polari.
Yeah, he went flying. I know Dan Vesey played for Rutgers last year, and that got that Big Ten strength as a true freshman as he was trying to work up to it. But I don't know if he's that strong to send Polari flying as if he got hit by a truck.
Yeah, I mean, some performances on this court are better than others. That was Oscar-worthy right there. That's why you come to see Dan Polari as Pappas misses on the 3. Here comes Jorge Mercado. He dumps it for Peters. Led all scorers with 11, tied with Bashir in quarter number 1. Goodall thought about the 3. Ortho playing more zone, and Goodall passes it to Mosley. Have you noticed that Ortho now in a zone?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it affects some of their defensive, I guess, execution, as it looks like they might not be able to get through as easy in the passing lanes at least.
As Mercado off the glass lays it in. Long pass in to Mensah. They're doubling Deuce and Eamon down low as Polari launching on a 3. That one no good. I mean, that's just not fair. Eamon on the rebound over Wells, and Eamon gets Wells in the air, and he'll draw the foul.
Yeah, it looked like Wells was starting to climb on him off the pump fake to try to contest that shot. But, yeah, I mean, Eamon and Mensah, just 2 size mismatches. Because while this WCT team has a lot of really good athletes at the wing spot, they don't have a great true big. And Eamon and Mensah have been able to take advantage of that on the rebounding edge. And we'll see, once again, see how that zone affects WCT's game plan of trying to slash towards the rim. See if it makes it easier to get through it. As it looks like Dunn will check back in for Mosley.
And Eamon missing the free throw. He's kind of struggled from the line. If Eamon's not going to play well through the line, maybe you do foul him as he misses both.
Yeah, it looks like more of a mental thing right now. It looks like he's kind of just in his own head right now. See if he can fix that up.
Here's an open 3 for Goodall, and he hits. Mike Goodall extends the lead back to 7 for WCT.
He's got such a repeatable and compact form. Always looks like it's going in off the spot-up shot, and you can't leave him open from the corner like that.
Eamon step back way off the mark. Here comes Savoy running the lane. Mercado, and Mercado dribbled it off his foot.
And you can see the frustration on Mike Eamon's face. Once again, I think he's just pressing a little bit, getting in his own head a little bit. I think he needs just an easy touch that can get him a quick bucket, and he'll get his confidence back up.
I mean, Eamon, one of the best bigs in the league. As Pappas, deep 3. That one off the mark, no good. Left it short. Dunn goes diving to the floor for the ball. Ortho keeps possession. Pappas, another 3. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound. Mensah saves it to Pappas. What a play. And here's Dunn. Eamon with the extra touch. Got it, and the foul. You can't have an offensive possession much better than the one Ortho New Jersey just had.
I think it fixes 2 things that they were really trying to do. Once again, they made about 2 or 3 extra passes. Any one of the guys that touched the ball in that possession could have had a good shot, but they kept trying and trying to find the great shot, and that's exactly what they did. And just like I said last possession, they just needed an easy look for Eamon to try to get his confidence back up.
As he misses another free throw. Here's Goodall, spot up 3. Got it again. Mike Goodall. Don't leave him open. He's got back-to-back 3s. It's 44-36. Pappas now with it. Working on Mike Goodall. Mensah spinning into the lane, laying it up with the left, and didn't get the roll. Eamon putting it right back.
And the 2 of them, once again, causing a size mismatch. Mencha just went straight towards the rim, and Pappas, or Eamon, was there to clean up the mess, and that's another easy layup for him.
As a whistle, I don't know if that'll be on the shot. Wells did make the layup, and they'll count it.
I thought the contact occurred before he went up in a shot motion, but they gave him the continuation, and that just shows the electricity that Andre Wells provides with the ball in his hands going towards the rim.
47-38 after that free throw. I did not mean to do that.
Well, it's a good thing he made it.
That would have been bad. But 47-38, 9-point lead for WCT. Maybe I'm psychic.
All right, what's happening on this possession?
I think Eamon's going to dribble it in and lay it up with the left.
You're so good at this.
And he does just that, and it's 47-40. As here's Wells laying it up with the right, no good. I'll give you one more. Mensa's going to pass it to Dunn, and Dunn's going to take a three and make it.
You know, maybe our video feed should be slowed down a little bit, just so it sounds even more like you're predicting the future.
Here's Goodall. Gets this. I mean, it's kind of just happening in the moment. It's bad, but here's Goodall over Pappas, and he's got the two. Man, tough shot for Goodall, and he made it.
Yeah, once again, Goodall just able to find his spot. Once he finds his spot, there's not much else you can do on the defensive side. He's such a fundamentally sound shooter.
Pappas, extra pass. Polari for three. He drains it. And that's another instance of another perfect extra pass for Ortho, New Jersey.
Yeah, they're setting up great shots time and time again, and that's how they're staying in this game.
As Savoy couldn't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Mensa. Ortho on their run. Here's Mensa with a head of steam. Mensa denied at the rim by Savoy. And Mensa's got an easy two here after the steal.
Yeah, it looked like he was still upset about either missing the layup or not getting a foul call, and it worked out in his favor because he was still frustrated in the backcourt, and then the turnover found him right under the rim.
There's Mercado. He'll try a three and hit. Jorge Mercado extends the lead to 4.
Yeah, Mercado has really been a stretch big presence for this team. He's able to shoot it from out there, and he's really solid on the inside, too.
As here's Abdi Bashir getting ready to come back in. Give credit to WCT. They've handled him being not being on the floor very well. They're still up by 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the intent going into the second quarter was just tread water and stay in this game, and I think they've done that so far as Bashir will get ready to check back in. And, I mean, I would honestly say that even though Ortho has made this a 2-point game once again, I think they've exceeded expectations.
As Mercado, a deep three, he hits! I'm telling you right now, it might not be March, but we may have an upset brewing in the building. Here's Eamon. Swings it. Dunn. Open look. Got it. I mean, this is just a display of great three-point shooting.
And if you're Peters, you cannot get caught ball watching, especially against this team. Great pass by Eamon. Perfect execution, and Dunn found himself wide open.
WCT turns it over. Extra pass. Dunn. Good play there by Peters to get back in transition. Pappas with it. Has Mensa. Mensa with the advantage. Mercado, they double Mensa. Mensa traveled. And that takes us to a media timeout. WCT up by 2 with 2:18 to play in the half. Welcome back. WCT up by 2 with 2:18 to play in the half as Abdi Bashir checks back in for the final 2:17. This is an important 2 minutes for Abdi Bashir to not pick up a foul going into half number 2. Had 11 in that first quarter as well as Quinn Peters. Here's Wells with some space. Wells to the rim. Couldn't lay it in, but he draws contact and the foul, and he'll go to the charity stripe for 2.
Yeah, nice job just driving straight to the rim, and once again, he has the gravity to just go right up with it, and the defenses have to respect it once again. And a nice job to just draw the free throws. And now on the other end of the floor, I'm interested to see how they operate and Ortho operates and trying to attack Abdi Bashir with those 3 fouls. I wonder who they're going to try to I wonder who WCT will match up on him. Looks like it'll be Pappas. And I wonder if they'll try to get him moving downhill, because Pappas is a really good driver as well as a great shooter, and he can really draw the free throws as well.
Wells splits a pair at the line. Still a 1-possession game with 2 minutes to play in the half. Here's Dunn. Had an open look, passes it up. He takes a mid-range and gets it off the glass, cutting the lead to 1. And as good as WCT plays it, it feels like a travesty for them to only be up by 1. As Peters finds Wells. Wells, spot up 3. Couldn't get that one to go. Savoy, the rebound. He finds Mercado. Mercado, an open look from 3. He hits! Jorge Mercado continues his well shooting night, and it's 59-55.
Yeah, he's one of those great spot-up guys that can just, if you give him a shred of space, he can really hurt you.
Here's Pappas. Finds Dunn in the corner. Pappas, open look from 3. Got it from a deep spot. He gets another more of a makeable look here after the rebound, and he hits it. Pappas cuts the lead to 1. A minute to play in the half. Mercado, another 3. That one off the mark, no good. Amon comes in for the rebound. Ortho a chance to take the lead as Amon almost lost the ball. Mensah working on Mercado down low. Got it, and the foul. Ortho back in front.
And once again, the strength of Deuce Mensah on display there, just backing down Mercado. Mercado might have a height advantage, and he's a solid forward in his own right. But once again, Mensah just flexes his muscles and gets it to go on the block. He's one of those kind of inverse guards where he plays more inside out than the other way around.
Perfectly complementing Ortho's play style as
Absolutely.
he completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Ortho New Jersey up by 2. Abdi Bashir with it. Abdi finds Mercado. And a steal. Bashir able to keep it in. Now he throws it to Mensah. Mensah with the easy layup. And it's a 4-point lead for Ortho New Jersey as the final 25 seconds of the half. Wells finds Bashir. He thought about the 3. In really deep territory right now. He wants a screen from Mercado. Goes around it. He pulls up from distance. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Mercado. Mercado trying to fight to go back up with it. And will stay with WCT with 3.9 seconds to shoot. Chance for one final shot. They get Mercado. 3 to shoot. Savoy. Bashir as the time expired. He hits! Bashir at the buzzer. Sends us to half.
And that was a much-needed shot from Bashir. He's been quiet since he came back into the game a couple of minutes ago. And then just such a great look finding him on the extra pass. Ortho went on a run to close out the quarter, but Bashir brings us back to a 1-point game. And, I mean, this game might be headed for a really good ending.
Ortho New Jersey, the 6 seed, or Ortho New Jersey, the 3, leads the number 6 seed by 1. A great one in game number 2. Stick around. Halftime report after this. Start of the second half, Dan Yuzerski, Alec Krauthamel, and with the halftime report as we start half number 2, and WCT trailing Ortho-New Jersey by 1, but really a good half for both of these teams.
Yeah, I think both teams played pretty well. WCT has been able to play their game, and that's a lot of being aggressive in the passing lanes, just getting to the rim, and they've also been very successful running beyond the arc. And Ortho, their traditional run-and-gun style where they're always finding the extra man, both of them have really worked out well. Now it's time to see which style wins out. And once again, Abdi Bashir, 3 fouls in that first half. He didn't pick up another one in the second quarter,
Which
so
is big.
He's kind of back at the spot where you want to be. Not that you want to have 3 fouls in the third quarter, but, not in any foul danger anymore.
If you could get through this third quarter without any fouls, you're in a good spot.
Absolutely.
Here he is off. Oh, I thought he was going to get it off the screen. Mercado, who shot the ball well in that first quarter. Vesey in now with the starters. Here's Savoy with a head of steam, going to the rim, putting one up, and not getting it to go. Aiming the rebound. Here's Mosley. Jagan Mosley with the acceleration and the layup off the glass.
Yeah, really nice job just blowing by his man and then just getting the layup up over the outstretched arm of Ryan Savoy, who was looking to block that.
Mercado, the 2, couldn't answer. Mensah comes in for the rebound. This is a big 5 minutes for WCT as Pappas couldn't hit on the 3. They get it down low. Mensah back up top. Mosley thought about the 3. Gonna drive, go right back to the rim, and denied by Savoy. Man, that was a nice block for Ryan Savoy. Here's Vesey, extra pass. Bashir fakes the 3, takes a mid-range, couldn't bury that one to go. And then Eamon the rebound. Here's Pappas, gets a feed. Mensah with a head of steam. Mensah to the rim and lays it in. And it's a 5-point lead for Ortho-New Jersey, their largest of the night. Here's Bashir. Lost it for a second. He comes to Mercado, who tries the 3 and hits. Jorge Mercado with 17 points has been their best scorer tonight, and he cuts the lead to 2.
Yeah, Eamon's done an okay but not a great job of closing out on Mercado, who just rises up even with Eamon kind of close by. I feel like Eamon's got to close out a little bit more on some of those 3-pointers.
Eamon doubled. Savoy tips it and he steals it. Here comes WCT with the break. Vesey with the layup and ties the game at 67.
A nice move by Vesey, getting his man in the air on the fake, and that makes it an easy layup. And he's got D1 talent. He'll play for Jim Engels at Columbia this upcoming year.
Here's Pappas on a 3. That one off the mark, no good. Vesey the rebound, he goes behind the back. Vesey, extra pass. Bashir from the corner couldn't book it. And then a rebound tipped out by Savoy. Oh, WCT basketball.
I thought that was pretty clearly off of Savoy. He was trying to deflect it off of Pappas, but couldn't. But
maybe he did. Here's Vesey. Gets some space, gonna drive. Offensive foul, ball don't lie. Beautifully done to take the charge by Dunn. No pun intended.
Yeah, and Vesey looked like he was really trying to get to the rim and found himself in a nice position on the spin, but great defensive IQ by Dunn, recognizing where he was going with the ball and set himself up perfectly to draw the charge.
I mean, I'll do it one more. A job well done there by Mike. And he'll inbound to Mosley. As the gym, you can hear pin drop and action starts back up. Here's Mosley, lost it, actually gets it to Eamon. Eamon on the block. Eamon was fouled on the 2 attempts. Jorge Mercado picks up his second foul. Anytime there's a whistle and Abdi Bashir is near the play, I think it's must-watch TV right now.
Absolutely.
Eamon's first free throw goes. Eamon really struggled on the left end of the court from the line. Maybe the right end of the court is a better spot for him, and that time it was.
And maybe the bleachers being out is throwing off his depth perception a little bit.
Here's Wells under the basket, no good. Rebound by Pappas. Here's Mensah. Feeds Mosley, extra pass. Dunn, shot fake on the 3. Now he takes it and makes it. 5-point lead for Ortho-New Jersey. Here's Vesey. Fakes the three. Working on Mensah now. Vesey to Savoy, who has it on the block. Savoy goes up with the right. That one no good. Mensah the rebound. And a kickball violation on WCT. Josh Peters will get Quinn Peters into the game, as well as Jamesi for Mercado and Vesey. It'll stay with Ortho. They're up by 5. Oh, nice feed to a cutting Pappas, who lays it in. Dangerous territory right now for WCT. They trail by 7. Bashir going up with it and making the shot. Tough shot for Abdi Bashir. Body control and everything.
Yeah, really impressive to just hang in the air and get that ball up. That's a nice look.
Pappas in the corner with it. And another kickball off of Savoy.
And that was looking back at that last play on the easy layup by Pappas, that was a beautiful setup. Getting Amon on the block and then just setting a screen. They're trying to run that same play again where they just curled Pappas around the Mensah screen.
Now it's Amon, the jump hook off the glass, no good. Mensah the rebound and the putback, no good as well. This one tipped into the hands of Mosley. And a shot clock violation.
Or not. It looked like they reset it just as the buzzer was going off. That's a bit of a weird situation. Wasn't sure if it hit the rim, but I guess it did.
7-point game. Abdi Bashir off the screen. Finds Jamesi. Extra pass into the corner. Peters had trouble with it at first and couldn't line up the 3. Here's Wells. Extra pass to Bashir. He comes around the screen. Bashir mid-range. That one no good. Rebound by Jamesi. Extra pass for Peters. Here's Wells. Peters, an open look from the corner. He'll try it and make it. Quinn Peters, 14 points tonight.
And the relentlessness of this WCT team was on display there, just going after it at the rebound in game on the offensive end every single time a shot went up, and it eventually paid off with the 3.
Here's Mosley, left it short at the rim. Jamesi comes away with the rebound. Under 5 to play in the third. Nice pass to Savoy, who got Mensah in the air and got the layup.
And went up and under there he got Mensah in the air and then decided to hesitate last second to go up and under. And once again, this WCT team sticking around, even with Ortho really starting to pick it up on the offensive end.
Mensah looking a little frustrated as he comes down the floor. He finds Amon up top. Oh, Mosley tried to blow the roof off the place and hit the back of the rim.
And he had bad intentions with that dunk attempt, was trying to slam it all over. It looked like Savoy was there. Couldn't get it to fall. Man, that would have been probably play of the year had he gotten that one to drop it. It went all the way up and hit the ceiling, too.
Media timeout. Media. We'll be right back after this. Ortho up by 2. Midway through the third quarter, Dan Yezerski and Alec Krauthamel and WCT trailing by 2 to the 3-seeded Ortho, New Jersey. They'll inbound to Bashir. Here is Abdi. Nice feed to Wells. Wells, extra pass, corner, Bashir. He'll try a 3. That one off the rim, no good. Amon picks up the rebound. Here comes Mensah with it. Mensah hasn't tried a 3 in a while. He's been playing really inside lately. Here's Amon. He'll try on a triple. And that one no good, rebounded by Savoy. Here's Wells. Wells. Denied by Mosley at the rim. Pappas launching and leaving it short. He gets his rebound back. Now Pappas on the drive, fouled, and one. Pappas, who's been more of a distributor tonight, only had 10 in that first half. Adding to his point total with that drive, and a chance to add more at the foul line.
Yeah, really nice execution on both ends of the play there. Nobody picked him up. Looked like it was Bashir's assignment. Didn't pick him up in transition. Left him open for the three. Left the three short, but then got his own rebound. Blew by the defender, Wells, who had no choice but to try to reach and then just went right up with it to get the continuation.
Ortho, New Jersey, back up by 5. Jamesi gets Wells off the screen. Here's Wells. Finds Jamesi, who goes up with the right and lays it in. Tough shot for Jamesi, and he made it look easy.
I always think that 5-foot floater is one of the more important shots you can develop as a guy who can play on the post, because you don't want to have to live on the low post block every single time. You got to make the defense come out and respect your game.
Here's a feed to the corner. Mosley tries a triple, and that one off the mark, no good. Mensah fighting for the rebound with Savoy. He gets the rebound under the basket, and he hit the backboard, and whoa. Maybe that one hit off of WCT, but I don't know about that call.
Yeah, it looked like it might have gotten deflected out of our view before, which caused Mensah to lose control of it.
Here's Pappas. He's got 5 to shoot, now 4. He gets it to Amon. Amon, shot clock violation.
I don't really know why there was no whistle there for a shot clock violation, but a WCT ball anyways.
And a foul by Pappas on Bashir.
I don't really know. The shot clock buzzer went off, and everyone was calling out that the shot clock was winding down. I really don't know what happened there.
I mean, he got that off. Like, it was clearly 0 when he got that off.
And then I don't even think he made contact with the rim after the buzzer had gone off either.
No. So WCT ball almost poked free by Pappas. Nice feed from Savoy to a cutting Jamesi, who lays it in.
Yeah, great execution by Jamesi. Cut at just the right time. Savoy found him streaking towards the basket, and that was a nice layup through contact on Mensah, too.
WCT's gotten it back to 1 as Mensah step back 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Deuce tried the triple there, and it didn't work. Here's Jamesi laying it in off the glass. WCT back in front.
Really nice pass there, too, by Bashir. A nice underhand swept it right in towards the rim once again, and the cutting action for this WCT team on offense has really worked well for them getting downhill.
Here's Mosley. Tried to give Ortho back the lead, and he couldn't. WCT a chance to extend it here with Bashir. Almost getting doubled as he's got a screen from Jamesio waiting and had that one poked free by Mosley. Bashir, oh, beautiful feed, and then Pappas blocked. Jamesi going back up the right, off the glass. How about Scott Jamesi's running this third quarter? Ortho trailing by 3.
And that turnaround hook is not an easy shot, especially with Amon in your face. Great job there, just putting it right up and got it off the glass.
As Pappas wild off balance, shot doesn't go. Bashir the rebound, and then Pappas commits the foul.
I think this Ortho team is starting to press a little bit on offense, getting a little bit too 3-happy, and I know this team's DNA is built off the run and gun, but they're kind of gunning a little bit too soon. I feel like they got to slow it down a little bit, still try to hit those extra passes. They've been missing that over the last few possessions, and just try to find a good shot.
Pappas, his first foul in the last 2 minutes for Ortho. Here's Wells. Jamesi tries a 3. How about Jamesi? He might have scored 11 in a row, and with a minute to play, WCT up by 6. Here's Amon. Finds Dunn, and Dunn didn't get the layup to go. Amon the rebound and put back off the glass. Here's Savoy. Ryan Savoy driving and laying it in off the glass with the right hand. Ortho back down by 6. Here's Pappas. Drives and makes the mid-range on the foul line. Good job by Bashir there not to go up and try to foul him.
Yeah, absolutely. Not much of a contest there, just trying to avoid that 4th foul. And I'm surprised we haven't seen Ortho try to get at him more at the rim and make him commit that 4th foul.
He's going to go into the 4th without it, unless he commits one on the offensive side here. Extra pass, Wells. Peters, a corner look, and he airballs. Ortho can hold for the final shot. They're pressuring Amon. Here's Polari at the buzzer, got it off. And he couldn't quite get it in. Oh, it was oh so close to being a 1-point game as we have hit the fourth quarter. Ortho, New Jersey trailing by 4. WCT trying for the upset. Welcome back, fourth quarter. WCT up by 4 with the lead in the ball as Polari pressing Wells. Wells feeds to the corner. Savoy tries a triple. Book it! A 3 for Savoy! And a nice feed by Wells, and it's a 7-point game.
And if WCT wants to ice this game, they're going to have to hit a little bit more from the three-point line. They were great in the first half. Didn't have the same success in that third quarter, but they're looking good to start out the fourth.
Here's Amon, the jump hook, no good, but he was fouled and's got 2 at the line.
And Jamessi's going to get called for the foul, but how about the third quarter that he had? The rising junior at Tufts University, 6'6", 210 forward, went on an 11-0, scored 11 straight points for that WCT team in the late minutes of the third quarter.
As Amon misses on the free throw.
He was doing it in the post on the low block and then spotting up from 3. He was doing it all for that offense, and we'll see if he can keep it up in the fourth.
Amon missed them both. A chance for WCT to extend this lead. Wells finds Bashir. Step back 3 on Polari. He almost got it halfway down. Wells comes away with the rebound. Here's Savoy going up with the floater, and it goes. WCT up by 9. Pappas for 3, he hits. Oh, did Ortho, New Jersey need that?
Absolutely, and that pull-up 3 for Pappas in transition, even a few feet from behind the lines, that is his bread and butter. WCT has to recognize that and really get out on that shot.
Jamessi with it, he feeds Savoy. Savoy on the drive. Trying to get it to Peters in the corner, and Dunn tipped it out. Mensah to check back in for Mosley. As Peters to inbound, he finds Bashir with a screen from Wells. He's got a double screen. Abdi, step back in Amon's face, it goes! Abdi Bashir answering the Pappas 3. Here's George, he'll try to answer, and he couldn't. Rebounded by Savoy. Bashir with the dribble moves, has Amon on him. Mid-range from the baseline, no good. Rebound, Jamessi tipped it. Bashir tried to save it, and it'll go the other way.
Yeah, I feel like Bashir kind of got himself caught in the air. Looked like he had a little hitch on that shot. Wasn't totally ready to pull it up, but had to go up with it anyway. Still almost went in. And we'll see how the offensive execution goes on these next possessions for WCT.
As Dan Polari, how about that from number 21? Cuts it to 7. And then Polari commits the foul on Wells. 8 minutes to play with WCT up by 7. Mercado gets it into Wells. Wells, good feed. Jamessi lays it up and in with the right hand off the glass.
Really great roll by Jamessi and a great feed once again by Wells. That's an easy pick and roll setup.
Here's Pappas. Finds Dunn to Mensah. Pappas launching on a 3, and that one no good. Rebound by Bashir. Abdi putting the spin moves on. Extra pass, who tried to get it to Mercado in the corner. Dunn came away with it. Here's Mensah with a head of steam. Down the lane. Denied by Wells. Here's Wells. Finds Mercado going up and a travel. So Ortho will get possession back after the Mercado turnover.
I think they are once again starting to get a little frustrated on offense. A couple of rush shots here and there. Once again, I know the DNA of this Ortho offense is run and gun, but just slow it down a little bit. You can still run and gun, but try to get into these sets a little bit more.
Here's Polari on the drive, and he's fouled. Dan Polari kind of taking charge of the Ortho New Jersey offense.
Yeah, he's one of those veteran presences. Doesn't get a whole lot of run, but he has dropped 30 in this league before in one of Ortho's games earlier this year. So he's got the experience, and he's one of those veterans that doesn't get too high or too low, and that's exactly what you need for a team that has a bit of a volatile playing style like the way that Ortho plays.
He makes the first free throw, and he's got one more at the line, and he's got both. Something else to note, Dan Vesey, who is right now on the trainer table, and a foul called against Ortho New Jersey, and they're in disbelief. Mensah commits the foul. And now you have Mensah and Bashir. I mean, Abdi not as strong, and Mensah the strongest guy in the league. Bashir off the screen with the double from Eamon and Mensah. They find the extra feed. Wells drives, Euroing to the lane. How about that move from Andre Wells?
That's a beautiful way to look off the defense, too. Eamon had to close out on Bashir in case of the kick-out pass, and that left the lane wide open for Wells.
On a beautiful Euro, here's Mensah, and that'll be the fourth on Bashir, counted as well.
And it looked like Mensah had something to say after that one, really feeling himself after driving straight to the rim and drawing that foul and one. And that's a huge score for this Ortho team. They've kind of been struggling on offense. They needed an easy one like that.
And he's got one more at the line. Ortho struggled from the line tonight, just 6 of 11 compared to WCT's 4 of 5, and now they're 6 of 12. Rebounded by Savoy. Here's Mercado. Had an open look for a second. He'll slow it down. Here's Jamesi. He'll drive. Lost it. Went diving for it, and a foul on Jamesi.
Yeah, it looked like he just tripped up Polari there. And I know I said last night that don't really love that when a guy gets called for the foul for diving on the floor for the ball. But, I mean, on that one, it was pretty obvious he tripped up Polari, and that was an easy call. And Daniel, like we were saying earlier, looks like Dan Vesey getting checked out with the trainers, and if he can't go for the rest of this game, that would be a big loss for this WCT team, who is trying to keep pace with this Ortho offense. Hasn't scored a ton as much as he usually does in this game, but he's still a great shot maker who has really been a nice presence for this WCT team on offense.
I mean, well, still you have Peters, who's played well, and then Jamet and Goodall, who hasn't really played, but is 3 for 3 off the bench right now.
Yeah, and that's why the addition of Bashir, bringing him back, has been so huge, because that kind of moves everyone down the pecking order in terms of their roles on offense, but it really shifts them into their more preferred roles, where Goodall doesn't have to play on the ball as much, and he's more of a spot-up guy. And you can say the same thing for a couple of these other guys. They can play a little bit more off the ball.
Mercado as well, one of those guys. Oh, nice hands for Savoy. He's been outstanding tonight. Here's Mercado. He finds Savoy, who finds Jamesi. Bashir almost had an open look from 3. Everyone's attention on him. He tries a 2 and hits. I mean, 3 guys are on Bashir, and it still doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can see the frustration on Ortho's face after that one, and it feels like just whatever you do, it just does not matter.
As Mensah, the floater, goes. I mean, Abdi is just such a menace in this league. He's played, it's just his second game, scored 40 in the first. Here he comes. Tried to get a screen from Jamesi, going up with the Euro in the right hand, no good. Jamesi, the rebound and the putback off the glass.
I think he's been WCT's MVP of this second half, just being in the right spots at every turn on offense, whether that's with the ball in his hands or getting the ball on the actions.
As Pappas finds Polari, they need it, and they got it. That is a huge 3 for Dan Polari to cut the lead to 6 as we approach 5 minutes to play. WCT up by 6. Under 5 to play. Mercado finds Bashir. Bashir, Mercado. They got him in the air. Mercado falling away. No good. Rebound. Tipped out by Jamesi. Here's Bashir. Goes up with the right. Couldn't lay it in. Jamesi tips it out to Bashir. Abdi working with 8 to shoot. Nice feed to Mercado. Mercado, extra pass. Stolen by Pappas. And then out of bounds, but off of Pappas. What are they going to call? And it's actually Ortho-New Jersey basketball.
Oh, looks like the call on the floor is a shot clock violation, but we didn't hear the shot clock buzzer go off. But it does say 0. It looks like there should have been, I don't know how you calculate that, but there could have been like half a second left. But it did say 0, so I don't really know how else you manage that. But either way, we're heading into our media timeout. 6-point game. Man, we are headed for a good one. You don't want to miss this.
I think we should stay. I think this is too big of a call for us to go to break.
There's plenty to talk about right now.
And oh, what a ruling. They just ruled 1 second on the floor, and that's why we didn't go to break.
Yeah, a huge ruling there. I assumed that they were going to, I was wondering if they should put some time back on the clock. I couldn't exactly tell from our vantage point if it had actually gone off of Ortho-New Jersey or if they just automatically ruled it Ortho ball because of the shot clock. But that is a huge, huge turn of events as now they'll have a chance to put up a shot up 6, and you wonder if it's going to be a catch-and-shoot opportunity for Bashir. I feel like that's the logical option.
So Wells to check it in. We're out of the media timeout. They get it in for Jamesi, who lays it in off the glass. What a play!
And what a pass by Wells, too. Guarded by Eamon. That is not an easy pass. Perfect execution. What a play drawn up in the huddle.
8-point lead for WCT. Approaching 4 minutes to play. Pappas with the right hand off the glass. No good. Fight for the rebound. Eamon has it. Tried to lay it in off the glass. He missed. And then a foul by Ortho-New Jersey.
And once again, the frustration starting to set in. Those were 2 bunnies for Ortho-New Jersey. Pappas got a little bit of contact he wanted to call, and then Eamon gets the rebound. And that's another one that he should have made there. It just looks like he hasn't totally been in his game tonight. Down low on the block.
Here's Bashir. Jamesi's going to approach to set a screen. Under 4 minutes to play. Here's Abdi. Gets some space. Going to go up with the right and lay it in. Tough shot for Bashir, and it's a 10-point lead. Here's Mosley and a whistle. Jamesi picks up his 4th. And that'll be the 5th foul. So now Ortho-New Jersey in the bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's a pretty big swing here. And WCT can still play aggressive defense, but at the same time, they got to be careful not to get in any foul trouble. Can't give an opportunity for Ortho-New Jersey to get free points with the clock stopped.
They're 6 of 12 at the. They've struggled from the line tonight, and this is one of the reasons why they're down by 10 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a lot of these shots just, I don't want to say non-competitive because they are free throws, but it just looks like they aren't totally focusing mentally. And on that one, those are 2 shots from Mosley that could have easily just gone in, but they barely rimmed out.
That's a tough break for Ortho-New Jersey, down by 10. WCT a chance to extend the lead. They've outscored Ortho-New Jersey 20-14 in the 4th quarter. Here is Savoy. Savoy going up with the right off the glass. No good. Rebound into the hands of Mosley. Here comes Ortho in the break. Pappas need it. Oh, yeah, they got it. A huge 3 for George Pappas to cut the lead to 7 as we approach 3 minutes to play.
And that's why WCT cannot take their foot off the gas pedal at all in this game. Ortho can put up so many points in a hurry, and shots like those from Pappas are the reason why.
Here is Savoy going up. Off the glass, he lays it in. Under 2:45 to play. The lead is 9. Dunn got his man in the air. Drives, feeds Eamon, who lays it in. Back to 7.
And once again, could have taken a contested 3. Dunn could have, but decided to drive in and dish it to an open Eamon and for an easy layup.
Ortho-New Jersey down by 7. Under 2:30 to play. Here's Bashir. Going off the glass with the left hand. No good. Rebounded by Mensah. Here's Pappas. Open three. Need it. Got it in the foul! What a swing.
Absolutely. And once again, Pappas showing up when his team needs him. The transition three, one of the best shots in basketball, especially for Ortho New Jersey. And Pappas has been looking for that contact all game long. They've been trying to close out on him. And once again, Pappas comes up in the clutch. As it looks like Josh Peters will call timeout to reset his team. And we are on the precipice of a one-possession game once again. We had another great game last night between Intern Helpers and RKE Athletic. The 8-1 game. That one came down to a buzzer-beating three by Ithiel Horton.
And the winner of this one earns the right to play Stearns. And, I mean, you can't ask for a better basketball game than we've gotten in game number 2.
Absolutely. It's been free-flowing, a ton of great plays on both sides. There hasn't been a ton of stoppages. It really feels like we've gone with many extended stretches of play where it's just straight basketball back and forth. And this playoff atmosphere and just the overall environment and what is now our 4th playoff game of this season has not disappointed at all.
And maybe the best. We might have saved the best for last is Ortho New Jersey, with the stakes being as high as they are, trying to get back to their 5th straight championship game and try to avenge the previous 4 seasons. And then you have WCT, who I don't know if anyone was really giving them a shot. I told you in pregame that I really like WCT's chances. Here they are, up by 4 with 2:13 to play, and Pappas with a chance at the line to cut it to 3. But even if WCT loses, what a performance by them.
Absolutely, and a big reason why they've been in this game is their relentlessness on both ends of the floor. On offense, they are always moving and looking for the right play. And on defense, they're always trying to get into the passing lanes and try to create turnovers. As it looks like another timeout by WCT, I'm not sure. Because we already had our media timeout. I'm not sure if WCT, had used 2 timeouts. I guess they had some left over. So they want to just get their guys even more rest because the 5 on the floor right now have been going for, I want to say, the entire second half. I don't know if any of the 5 out there have sat since
looks
the
like they're going to get
started.
Peters in for Savoy, or Savoy standing back up. I'm not sure, and now they'll get back in. It'll stay as the same 5. Jamesi, Mercado, Wells, Savoy, and Bashir. As Pappas has one more awaiting him at the line after a huge 3. If he hits this, it's a 1-possession game, and anything can happen at that point. And he got it. 1-possession game, 2 minutes to play.
I feel like the ball's got to be in Andre Wells' hands here for the final shot. Just get him going downhill towards the rim.
Here is Savoy. Trying to get it to Wells, who has it now, under 2 to play. Wells finds Mercado. Open look from 3. Couldn't hit. Pappas the rebound. Ortho New Jersey, it could tie it with a 3. Pappas drives. Finds Dunn. Extra look. Step back. Gives to Amon on the block. Amon goes up and lays it in. 1-point game as we approach 90 seconds to play.
And once again, a great setup by Mike Dunn. Got the defense off balance and fired it into Amon. And Amon's just such a reliable scorer on the low block.
Here's Bashir. Finds Jamesi, who rolls. The floater doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. It goes to Ortho New Jersey. Under 90 seconds to play. And the momentum is completely shifted.
Absolutely, and prime opportunity for Jamesi to once again make a huge play in this one. Just could not get that push shot to go. Like I said, that is such an important shot to have in your arsenal as a post scorer, just because it makes the defense come out and respect you above the low block. And he found himself in a good position after the defense kind of shifted over, left him open, just couldn't fire it home. And now Ortho has a chance to take the lead with a little over a minute to go. What a change of vibes in this game.
It's been back and forth really the whole way. I mean, WCT led after the first, Ortho led at the half, WCT led after the third, and if we're following that pendulum, it looks like it would go to Ortho New Jersey.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am very curious to see how this play is drawn up. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of passing, and whether they go Eamon on the low block or if they try to set up either Dunn or Pappas on the outside, we'll see.
This winner of this one plays Stearns Trailer on Monday night. Here's Pappas. Feeds Eamon. Mensah wide open. Got the foul. And that might not be the worst thing in the world considering the way Ortho shot the free throw tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with Mensah, who struggles from the line from time to time. A great execution on the play call by Ortho New Jersey. Found Mensah wide open, and they had to come over to double Eamon. And now that sets up Mensah at the line. But once again, he's a guy that struggles to hit from the charity stripe, so we'll see if he can hit these and what WCT does on the next offensive possession.
Knowing the way this game has gone, I'm going to assume he hits both. It just feels like Mensah's kind of struggled tonight. He's been due, and it's now Ortho New Jersey's completely locked in defensively.
Absolutely. They've just been able to find the right plays at the right time. And it's also come from a lack of execution on WCT's end as well. You saw Jamesi had that push shot that was open. That's a good look for him, but just couldn't get it to fall. And I feel like they got to go back to him because he's been such a good presence if he's open. You also got Wells and Bashir. So there's a lot of options WCT can go to. It was a nice job by Greg of mopping up the floor before the free throws, of course.
Mensah's first. Oh, my goodness. He airballed it.
I think you've lost your prediction game now after that.
WCT fans have rejoiced. Well, he's got one more chance to at least tie the game. Mensah got that one to go. We're tied with 1:10 to play. Wells has been the playmaker tonight. They're trying to hold Bashir. Under a minute to play. Wells finds Mercado. Ortho locking in defensively. They come away with the steal. Ortho a chance to take the lead. They dump it down low. Eamon working on Jamesi. Eamon, the hook goes! Ortho in front. Now Bashir with the ball. What does he do? Bashir doubled. Finds Jamesi, who finds Wells. Wells on the drive. Doubled. Finds and a foul. No timeout.
Yeah, really smart timeout by Josh Peters. It just looked like that possession was going absolutely nowhere, and the Ortho defense has done a great job of kind of playing WCT's game as well, of just getting really handsy on the driving lanes. They haven't picked up a foul yet. They do still have one foul to give before WCT gets in the bonus.
But, man, I mean, 7 seconds to shoot. Doesn't look like Josh Peters is drawing anything up.
I think the ball's got to be in Andre Wells' hands once again. He's been the guy for this team game in and game out all year long. I think get the ball in his hands and try to either set something up for him going to the rim or kick out to Bashir on the perimeter. I think that's your best bet on this possession. Only 7 seconds to shoot, so they have to go quickly.
And 20 and a half to play in the game. It's been one heck of a game here, and whoever wins this, whoever loses this doesn't deserve to lose. Both teams so much deserve to win. And Ortho New Jersey, if they can get by this, would have a matchup with Stearns in the second round, a rematch of last year's championship game.
And they could be missing some key contributors as well. Kevin Mateo will not play after being ejected in the second half of last night's game. And we'll see about Diggy Coit. It appears he's found his next school for his final year of eligibility. We'll see if that brings any kind of issues as well. And let's hope not, because he's an electric force. But here we go on this possession.
They try to get it to Bashir. Bashir tries a three and hits! Skadoosh!
Wow. Welcome to the playoffs, Abdi Bashir. That was not an easy shot. He had two guys in his face. Eamon was contesting, and he just rises up. The confidence on that young man, astounding, and he looked pure right from the second it left his hands, and he gives his team the lead. He hasn't been a huge factor in this fourth quarter, but he has shown up when WCT needs him most.
What a shot What a moment for the rising sophomore at Monmouth.
And now with the shot clock off, what do you do with your Ortho-New Jersey? Do you hold it until the last shot, or do you go up with about 5 seconds left, and if the shot does not go in, try to get an offensive rebound? I think you got to go back to Eamon on the block.
That's what's worked.
I think it's got to go to either Pappas or Eamon. I mean, those are your two main guys.
Or Mensa.
Yeah, I think if it does go to Eamon, maybe WCT tries to double, and we'll see a similar play to earlier.
As we don't know what's going on with the clock.
It's supposed to say 17.9, but it currently says 177, which would, yeah, that's not a real time.
That'd be 217.
Yeah, shot clock is off. I mean, I think you get into your I think you hold it for now, and then you get into your motion at around 8 or 9 seconds left, so you have time to put up a shot, and if it doesn't go in, get the offensive rebound potentially, and get up another look. As still trying to figure out the clock error.
And it looks like they have figured it out. They've actually taken some time off the clock.
17 flat now.
Well, it looks like they're going to fix it more.
Well, the momentum that this game had going for it into the final seconds has come to a screeching halt.
I mean, man, this is all you can ask for is JSBL action, and that shot, the degree of difficulty for Abdi Bashir. So I guess they're not going to fix it. 17 seconds. It's going to be Pappas on the inbound, working on Bashir. Pappas drives, floating one up, no good, but they'll call a foul. Oh.
Looks like they're going to get Jim Messi on the contest. And that's his 6th foul, so he's done for the night. What a job by Pappas of getting around Bashir. Bashir was doing a great job on the perimeter defense. He just gets around him, goes right up with it, and it's never an easy call to make, but Pappas got a lot of contact there. Now Goodall will come in for Jamesi, and that's just another shooter that this WCT team has, so they got to watch out on defense.
The guy you want at the line, he ties it. Still plenty of time for WCT to get a shot off. But who do you have take it?
I think it's Bashir once again. Honestly, I mean, based on that last shot, you could go either Bashir or Wells at this point.
As Pappas gives them the lead, and a smart decision by Josh Peters to call timeout. He will draw it over the midcourt line.
And I think you kind of have the same strategy where, I mean, you got to go with about 7 or 8 seconds on the clock. And once again, Ortho not over the penalty yet, not over the limit. As it looks like Quinn Peters will check in for this last possession.
Who do you so now, if you're Ortho, do you foul?
I think you do foul because you still have one to give, but you have to be really careful that there's
I think they've already given one of the last two.
All right, well then that would put him in the bonus.
It's a very interesting conundrum, but do you foul and then do you hope that your offense can go down and get it?
I don't think you can take that risk, honestly. I think you have to trust your defense.
I agree.
And the 5 on the floor will be Wells, Bashir, Savoy, Mercado, and Peters.
Your three-point shooting line.
And Josh Peters telling his team you have 1 timeout left in case anything goes wrong on this possession.
9.9 in the game, and they'll have that amount of time to get a shot up.
And Ortho-New Jersey has taken Eamon out of the game. They put Dan Polari back in, trying to match the heavy guard lineup for WCT. Here we go.
They're going to get it to Wells. Wells with Polari working on him. He's got 7, 6. Wells drives, puts one up, and in! Timeout, Ortho. How about that from Andre Wells?
And that is the typical Andre Wells drive. What a job to get around the defense. Polari was doing everything he could, but once again, Wells is just too electric with the ball in his hands. And I thought there was going to be a call there on Mosley. Tried to take the charge, but nothing there. And now 3.6 seconds. And now everything goes out the window. You got to try to find your quickest shot. I think Pappas is in the game, are going to take the final shot. I think that's who they're going to trust.
I mean, man, I'm getting nervous.
You got to have him, I think you have him set up, try a ball fake, see if they can get WCT in the air and then just have them go downhill and put up some kind of floater near the foul line. I think that's the strategy you have to go for in the waning seconds of this game. 3.6 on the clock, so not too much time, but there's still time to make a play.
I mean, this is what a game, and back and forth we've gone in the final 20 seconds as Bashir the big three, Wells the big drive. Both of those guys have made plays. Can WCT make one more stand, or can WCT make one more, or can Ortho-New Jersey make one more shot?
An interesting thing here, they're going to have Pappas inbound the ball, Amon back in the game. Wonder if they're going to try to have him post up Savoy and either draw a foul or get into his patented jump hook. I think Savoy's got to front him here and just prevent any entry whatsoever.
They try. Amon puts one up. Denied by Savoy with 0.1 seconds to play. Wow.
What a play by Savoy. Timed it perfectly, and he didn't get any contact on the arm either. Avoided the foul. Unbelievable defensive play by Savoy. Amon had gotten positioning, but just perfect timing and execution. And Ortho was arguing there should be more time on the clock, but I don't think they're going to win it. I think George Pappas is asking for more time on the clock, but I think the official might have misheard him and said, do you want a timeout? They're not going to get either, so you're still 0.1, and you don't have any time to catch and shoot. Just have to tip it up at the rim.
They get it off. No, they don't. WCT with a huge W. They upset Ortho-New Jersey.
And what an unbelievable game from start to finish. WCT dug this game out, and it came on the defensive end as it has for a lot of these huge stands late in games, and WCT pulls off the upset. What an instant classic game here. I mean, so many candidates for our star of the game. You got Ryan Savoy making the game-saving play on Amon. You got Abdi Bashir making every big and tough shot, and you got Andre Wells who ended up hitting the dagger to win this game. This is what the playoff environment of the JSBL is all about, folks.
Ortho-New Jersey will not go to a fifth straight championship game, and wow, what a win for WCT.
And they're going to face off against Stearns. I think they've got a good shot in that game, honestly.
I mean, with Stearns maybe missing their two best players in scorers, I mean, just what a game. Bashir finishes with 26. Andre Wells finishes with 17. He gets the game-winning shot. Scott Jamesi, 17 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. And then Ryan Savoy, who had the game-saving block. He had 4 blocks, 4 steals, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists.
He might be the best all-around player in this game. WCT just has so many athletic wings that can compete down low, and that's what won them this game, and that's the reason why they are headed to the semifinals.
I mean, I think we're going to talk to Scott Jamesi, who had the quarter of his life. What a game and what a win for WCT. They take it. We'll take a second to prepare for the interview. WCT moves on to the second round.
Alec Cradamley here with our JSBL star of the game after an instant classic playoff game. The 6th seed WCT Warriors pull the upset against the 3rd seed Ortho-NJ by a score of 114 to 113. Scott Jamesi here with me. Scott, you had a monster third quarter going on a huge run. What really sparked that run for you?
I think we had control out of the gates. I had a slower first half. I don't think I played most of the second quarter, and I just play basketball as hard as I can every single play. I'm able to do that. It's a blessing. I've been injured before, so just going as hard as I can every play and taking advantage of it. I think the defense really got out on other guys, our shooters. So I just took what the defense gave me and still making reads off of that.
Absolutely. Your guys' relentless effort on both ends of the floor really kept you guys in this game. It's never tough going up against Ortho-NJ and their run-and-gun style of play. What do you think was the turning point in this game that got you guys ahead?
I think it was just getting into sets in the second half. In leagues like this, I think there's a tendency to play a lot of ISO ball and to just play for yourself, not think about the guys. I mean, we've been playing all summer. So we've gotten to a point where we're getting to know one another and, really playing with one another. Like Andre and other guys are doing a great job of running the offense, and I think we're all just going smoothly through that.
Absolutely. And in the semifinal round on Monday, you guys will have the 2nd seed Stearns Trailer, the 2-time defending champion in this league. How are you guys preparing for that matchup?
I've always been a person who focuses more on ourselves than the other team. I think if we do what we do, we've had close games with everyone in this league. So we're able to compete with any team. So, yeah, I think we'll just go out there and play as hard as we can.
And, Scott, you're a rising junior at Tufts University. How are you preparing for this upcoming season? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm stepping into more of a leadership role this year. So I'm really looking forward to that, taking the bull by the horns in that aspect. We have four freshmen coming in who are really strong. We have a really strong team. I think we'll be able to compete for a national championship this year.
Absolutely. Scott Jamesi, after 11 points and a huge run in that third quarter as well, our JSBL player of the game, an instant classic, 114 to 113 win over Ortho-NJ. Scott, great game and best of luck in the semifinals.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.